Hey crafty cuties, welcome back, and if you're new, I'm Jessica. I am excited that you guys are here, and I am really excited to share this vintage botanical junk journal with you. I made this for Cassy, and I had an excellent time making this. If you stick around to my channel, you're going to see that there is one more journal that looks similar to this, but definitely be sure to check that video out also because it is different inside. I make each journal completely unique, and I've spent lots of time on every single page in the book. There are definitely blank pages, but you'll see as we flip through that I definitely still pay attention to those pages. This is just a manila envelope. I usually send a bunch of goodies with handmade journals, and this has things like tags, journaling cards, tabs, glassine bags, things like that. So we'll keep that a surprise for her. There is this little charm, and I happened to find the letter C. So I picked that up, and I thought it would be kind of special to put that on here for her. If this gets in the way, she can easily take this off. I did a cross stitch on the bind here. I just love it. I think it looks so cool, and I also feel like the signatures are just extra secure that way. We have some seam binding here that will hold everything in because, as you can see, this is definitely a chunky book, and there is lots of sewing and ribbons and trims up here, even like some little clips like this. So let's try to go through this kind of quick. I don't want to show every single detail because I want some things to be a surprise, but here we go. I love this start. I think it's so cool. Not to toot my own horn, but you know, I hate that saying. Why did I just say that? No more, no more. Okay. So we have some glassine bags that you'll see throughout, and these are actually coffee stained glassine bags that I coffee stained. Did I just repeat myself? I may have. It's quite late, guys, and ignore my nails. So here we go. We have a really cool little shaker inside, and I actually put some plants like behind these windows, and she can add a photo if she wants, like of her garden back here, and you will get to that over here. So this comes out just like so, or she can keep the shaker in, whatever. There are lots of pockets that I made. I did lots of trims on the sides, lots of tuck spots, tracing paper, which is just kind of fun, and I did lots of stamping too, you will see. I added some vintage book pages, and I would make those into like little pockets. Kind of hard to see everything. These are some vintage silk flowers, and so I actually have the packaging here because I thought that was cool since it's kind of vintage, or it is vintage actually. I got these for my aunt, and I have a bunch of them, and so I just put it here on this envelope, and then this opens up and there's stuff in there. Over here we have a double pocket, a little belly band, a tuck spot. I think I had something in here and it must have fell out. I'll have to find that. Little tuck spot again. Some really pretty little cards. I forget where I got these, but I really liked those, and I wanted to add a little color. Again, vintage book pages. You'll see that throughout I also sewed a bunch of pockets, and I am new to sewing, but I felt like the messy look, it went with it. Really cool little scalloped page. So you'll see that if I have blank pages, I'll do stamping or stenciling something to the page. I got these from Nick the Booksmith, and it's actually like a real little vintage letter. It's just kind of fun to toss in here. This is actually like a copy of the real letter, but still really fun, and it's teeny tiny. You could totally add something to this envelope. I better hurry up. This video is already 4 minutes. Tuck spots. This is like a little sewn pocket that you can easily stick some things into. Stamping up here. A little envelope that has something in there. I can't remember at this point. A little tag, tuck spot. This is a little book page that has another tuck spot. I used these little index clips right here to clip down some of the things, and you'll see that I did use some index cards for a lot of the things that I'm at, so that you can do journaling on the back here. And you can totally add your own photos or whatever, and this is always kind of a tuck spot when you have the ribbon going on here. Oops. And I did some stamping to this bag right here, and this has just some little journaling cards in here. Here we have some lined paper, and that actually just folds out like so. Of course, just folds out, and then you have this whole area, and any of these papers are coffee dyed, and you can't probably see in the video, but there is a lot of shimmer because I used some shimmer mist. We have an actual tulip leaf. I really wanted to add some herbs and yeah, like some dried herbs, and I usually have some in my backyard, but I didn't have any right now. Like, nothing's blooming yet, and I went to a few stores to try to find like lavender, and I was just having a hard time finding it. Oh, look at this gorgeous paper. Isn't that so pretty? My favorite. So yeah, so I didn't get to really include my idea of a bunch of dried herbs, but that's okay. You'll see, I did some other things. I did a stencil on this coffee dyed page here. And so I did want to keep one of the booklets with lots of journaling space. So there is tons of graph paper in here, and you'll see I mentioned that I did some stamping, and each page is coffee dyed. I did a lot of stenciling on them too. Oops. I add like little journaling cards just to add something to it, you know. I really wanted there to be a lot of pages, and when you get to adding lots of cardstock like I was, it kind of limits the amount of pages that you can have. So I definitely wanted to have lots and lots of pages, which is why I went with the graph paper, and I like how it looks coffee dyed. I feel like everyone likes coffee dyed graph paper, and I just added, you know, little bags in between, stamping, book pages, just more coffee dyed paper, a nice big envelope. You'll be able to fit a lot in here, and that's the middle of the signature, so it hides the ends of the string. Just a little tab on this book page. Lots and lots of paper, stamping. I feel like some of the stamps are not showing up, but you'll see them in real life. I made like a little tracing paper tuck spot there. Stenciling. Some book pages, and these could totally be turned into a pocket or just left alone. I thought that it might be a fun place to add photos, like if you were actually doing journaling for your garden, you could put a photo here and a photo here, and then maybe do some journaling about it. I mean, or if you just, you know, you could use that idea for anything. It doesn't have to be gardening. More book pages. And I thought this one was really cool because it has this little flower here, and these are vintage book pages. I think they're from the 40s. I can't remember. It's so hard to keep track, like when you start getting a bunch of stuff, but yeah. So now we're into the last signature. I made these little glassine bags, and I actually put like a little flower that was from my garden, and I added like this little seed, it's not a seed pack, it's like a little flower informational card. So you could replace those with things in your own garden or keep them in depending on what you want. And then this is another one. This is actually from my lavender, but as you can see, it's not bloomed. We have pockets. Again, this is a leaf from my strawberry plant outside, so I just like wrote down some notes to, I don't know, just playing around. These are a double pocket here, so these tags come out, and then you have this area to do something with. This is like a little, kind of like a little hidden spot for some journaling or something. A little corner tuck spot. This just holds down this paper that flips down here, and so you can do journaling on this whole page. Maybe do some like, you know, like diary style journaling or something like that. And then in here we just have a few things in this pocket. I added a couple pages of this pink paper, some stenciling on the back, some notebook paper that's coffee dyed. This little part right here, this folds down. It's like kind of like a little peekaboo tag spot. I don't know. trim on the sides. And then this is the middle here, and so both of these have some just like vintage ephemera type things in these pockets, but then these fold out. They were just held on by washi, and then you have this entire area to do some scrapbooking or whatever you would like. And then I did some stamping here. More pink paper. This is the back of that pocket, and I sewed that on. Did some stamping here. Now this is really fun. This is like a little hidden slide pocket. So, you know, it just looks like we got a little collage going on, but look, pull it down, and then you have your little pocket here with a tag. So I thought that was kind of fun. So that just slides right up. I can smell lavender right now because I did end up finding like crushed dried lavender, and I put it in one of these envelopes, but I can't remember. So we have a little belly band here, but you can surely smell it. So if that bothers you, you can take that out. Oh, it's this one right here. So like I said, I couldn't find the dried lavender pieces, but I found like crushed, or I don't know what you call that. Not crushed, but anyways, a little pocket. More tracing paper. Little corner pocket. Tab up here. And we are to the end, and this paper is just so gorgeous. So I hope that you love your journal. I love it. I can't wait to finish my own. And let me know if you guys have any questions below. I know this video was super long, so thanks for sticking around if you did. And guys, I am working real hard on trying to figure out what to do about having like a shop or a website, because I've had a lot of questions lately, like where can I contact you for questions about ordering a journal, and there's not a place for you guys to know like what's available right now. So I don't know, I'm doing some hard thinking. And anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.